Hi, y'all. Also, I'd be back late Sunday the 19th. So, if y'all want to do extra, if y'all could, y'all are in the area of, praise in my area Sunday, if y'all could please check on my cats one last one last time on Sunday before I get home. Y'all, I can honestly say last year's Mexico trip was an event was an adventure because y'all on the way home we got in a flat tire. Y'all, it's okay to message me or voice text message or just send a video like I am. Y'all, it's okay to say that you failed at the try not to laugh challenge. Because, y'all, I meant to do that to get some laughter. Y'all, that is really funny. Um, okay, so, um, I was just wondering, by the way, I really don't care what time a Pastor Phil checks on my cats. Um, like I said, it should be really quick. Like I said, sent a key your direction, hoping to hear soon that you got the key and the map to my place. And I don't know if I'm good at betting and stuff, but if I had to guess what Pueblo Praise pastor would probably live the closest to Pueblo Praise, just betting and guessing here, I would guess Pastor Phil because like from a past church I know, band practice was like 6 nights a week, and like that's a lot of gas money. So like if I was on the church band, I'll definitely choose to have the closest living to near the church. Or even I'll try to have a bedroom in the church. Okay. Um anyway, that's why I thought of, oh, Buck Valentina to have fun helping out and cat sitting for me. Oh, what can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is that flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh my goodness, my favorite song is Carrie Underwood. Oh my goodness, Carrie Underwood had some awesome Christian songs. Yep, Carrie Underwood. Just type it in. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can wash away my sins? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. So, interesting fact, one Sunday before even worship started, when I was early going around the church greeting people, oh my goodness, it's a miracle! I can talk! Oh my goodness, it's a miracle! I have a pretty voice. Whether that's me talking, just talking, or whether that's me singing. Anyway, about that is, so do you know, like, when you greet people at church, it's normally, oh, hi, how are you? How's your weekend? Stuff like that. Well, one Sunday recently, can't remember, around 4 weeks ago, can't remember. But anyway, I was like in a funny mood. Plus, I wanted to test how long would a person put up with probably the longest greeting style ever. What I was able to come up for the longest greeting style ever. Surprisingly, everybody liked my greeting style, and surprisingly, I got people to sing along. 7 people. But how that Sunday went when I was testing who is dedicated to put up with the longest greeting style when I was just in a funny mood. So that Sunday for me greeting people in church, I went up and it's like, oh hi, good morning. Oh hi, good morning. Oh hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. Hi, how are you? And then I got to the point of, oh, I got a bonus question for you. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm delighted you're asking me a bonus question and trusting me with your question. Then my bonus question went like this. What can wash away my sins? The funny, ironic part is I'm gonna answer that real quickly. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What will make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. And I greeted like 7 church people, and then I clearly don't pay attention to like that much to who's the worship band and stuff, but how I figured out that one of the people who I greeted was on the worship band because I saw them go off the stage. I don't know where they were going in the church, but anyway, one of the 7 people who I greeted that Sunday that I was just in a funny mood testing to see who's the really dedicated people to put up with a long greeting like what I just did. I don't know how long that greeting would have been. But anyway, I'm like, hi, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Oh, by the way, I got the bonus question. Here's how it went when I greeted that person on the worship team. I was like, what can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can make me whole again? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. And just with that person who was on the worship band, I'm like, okay, that's as far as I could go now. Here, you take over. But anyway, that greeting was getting too long. But anyway, that person on the worship team surprised me and was like, wow, that's amazing how far you could get in the song Nothing But the Blood of Jesus without no lyrics whatsoever. And then we high fived, and then I went towards my seat, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I greeted 6 more people, but it was getting like closer to church. Plus, some of it was like after worship, so like did the quicker one. Hi, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, how are you? Okay. Um okay. Also interesting fact, did I mention I really love Pastor Phil's preaching, especially the Well and Father's Day sermon. Uh my favorite well is you give them something to eat. That person who works in kids ministry, you give them something to eat. Don't wait for another person. Why don't you give them something to eat? So, a nice thing about Still City Fellowship is it's a small church. Um, so like that's nice. I know that small churches, I surprisingly have more of a social life. Let's just say, big churches and me being single. Let's just say it's really true, a fact, that us single people are always the ones forgotten. Um, then needless to say, Still City Fellowship gets, for some reason, a lot of us younger crowds. And then, needless to say, with Still City Fellowship getting a lot of us younger crowds, like, um, some of us younger crowds were like just in college and just, oh, Still City Fellowship is a really good church near the college. And needless to say, with that, needless to say, surprisingly, Still City Fellowship gets a lot of change and stuff. And needless to say, as going in towards the winter, I'm getting really challenged, and needless to say, God has me really having to work on humility. Question with okay, bye, y'all.